Earth it was could no longer sustain our numbers. We were so many. And then after the destruction of Earth itself, Mars itself could no longer sustain the numbers of the survivors after its devastating destruction. Thus, we were forced into the stars, searching for a new home. Our exploration into the stars led us to a new solar system, filled with dozens of planets and hundreds of moons. The key planet that the survivors were going to was called New Eden. The 9th Exodus Fleet, the last fleet to set course to New Eden, made their final preparations to leave for their brand new world. My ship, the Skyfire, was a part of that fleet. Well, I'm glad to see the Intrepid systems are all A-OK and ready to go. Alright, better get back to the Skyfire and head up the bridge. What the Hey! Hey, you! Hey, you! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, you damn it! Captain, I'm sorry. What the hell? We're about to leave on the biggest journey like ever, and you're sleeping on the job. Right next to the reactor, you're gonna pee green, you know that? Sorry, sir. Get ready to go to your cryopod. Yes, sir. And wait for the Skyfire signal. Don't let me catch you there again. Bloody hell. Look at her. Look at what we've bloody done. How could we just mess this up? I hope we could fix Earth one day. And I hope we don't mess up New Eden like we messed up Earth. God, us humans are so bloody self-destructive. I hate this. Why can't we just be like normal like any other species? Like, bloody hell. Well, my ride's waiting in the hangar. They did offer to take me by shuttle, but I'm going to be taking my shuttlecraft instead. It's my personal baby. I'm questioning as to why that gun was pointing in the hallway. And here she is, my ride. My custom baby. If I'm going to leave Earth, I'm going to leave Earth in style. I hope we don't mess this up. I'm having those scary chills. Whew. Yeah, get a little bit of excitement. And also sadness. Anyway, you got a ready win. This is Captain Liam Ventura of the Skyfire to Green Base Control Alpha 1. I'm inside my shuttlecraft, ready for departure. Flight path to Skyfire main shuttle bay, requesting departure clearance.
Captain Ventura, this is Green Base Control. You are clear for departure under your own power. Your flight path confirmed. USS Skyfire main hangar. Docking bay is open. Lights are green. Your fleet is also clear for departure. Good luck, Captain. Godspeed.
Thanks, Control. Alright, let's bring my heads-up display online. There it is. Not the prettiest heads-up display, but it gets the job done. Anyway, let's get this over with. Landing gear disabled, thrusters activated, and here we go. Wasn't gonna screw around with the countdown. I was just rip it off like a band-aid. Alright, punch it. Now, I gotta remember, when they refitted the Skyfire, they did it for shuttlecraft more smaller than my ship, so I know it's gonna be a bit tight space in there. They said it can fit with the wings closed in and not out, so... Well, they were designed to be closed in when landing anyway. Just gotta be very careful. It's a tight fit. Oh, it just fits. just fits in here. Nearly gotcha. And we're down. Hangar locked and secured. Alright. Just gonna make final checks on the crews and the cryopods, make sure they're all nice, tucked in and secure before I give the go, no go for departure. Everyone's eager to get underway, myself included. Yep, everything appears to be okay. Yep. And the emergency frontal reactor appears to be secure as well. Alright. It's a bit of a design flaw, mind you, to put a small reactor next to the cryopods. Fear of radiation, but oh well. Here we go, moment of truth. And they made me flagship leader. Oh god. Well, there goes nothing. Skyfire to all ships, be advised, we are clear from departure from Green Base 1. Depart at your discretion. Make way for the wormhole. Ensure your crew are safely secured in your cryopods, and we'll see you on the other side. Good luck, everybody.
Intrepid Actual confirms we've just departed from Green Base 1. We're aligning to the fleet now. Engines primed, all systems go.
Copy that, Intrepid Actual. Skyfire ready for departure. Confirmed with all other ships, they are ready for departure as well. Skyfire Actual to all ships, begin your departure. We'll follow in behind you. See you on the other side, everybody. For most ships, the journey would have been long, hundreds of years in fact. But my fleet, comprising of the Dallas, the Braxton, the Intrepid, and my ship that I was commanding, the flagship of the fleet, the Skyfire, wasn't going to take that long. We detected a nearby wormhole which apparently shortcutted our way to New Eden. We were to set course to that wormhole, so we would be the first of many to set foot on New Eden soil. Most of our ships in our fleet were refitted with mining capability, so we can terraform this new world. Thousands slept aboard, slowly, silently drifting to our new homes. Some ships made it, and some did not. Dallas Actual to Skyfire, be advised, we detected an unknown vessel on an attack vector, closing fast. What? These guys look real sketch, but we don't have time to mess around. Skyfire to all ships, maintain your vector towards the wormhole. Do not break off and engage.
Attention enemy USAC Exodus fleet. Disengage your entry into the wormhole aperture immediately. This is Captain Atris of the Alliance vessel Nostromo. You are under arrest. Power down and prepare to be boarded.
Damn, just what we need right now. We don't have the firepower to take on that ship. Skyfire Actual to Intrepid. Join the other ships in the wormhole. We're gonna stay behind and take care of the enemy ship.
By yourself? Captain, we've scanned that vessel. It's a refitted red ship, but it's painted black, and it has more weapons than our two red ships. It'll tear the Skyfire to shreds. You don't have the firepower to take them on.
Don't worry about it. I can handle them. Go through the wormhole now. That's an order. I'll see you on the other side. That black paint is most likely some kind of stealth coating. Blends in perfectly to the darkness of space and is also radar absorbent or deflective, which would explain how come our long-range sensors didn't pick it up until it got right on top of us. The Intrepid's right, the Skyfire doesn't have the weapons to take on a ship of that caliber and size. The Skyfire is retrofitted for the exodus into the wormhole, not ship-to-ship combat. But I think I've identified a weakness. All that firepower they got, it covers all areas of their ship except for their back of their vessel. Their lower back. But if I can fly my shuttle, and I cannot believe I'm saying goodbye to this baby. I was hoping to take it with. But hopefully I can rebuild on New Eden. If I can ram this thing into the back of the ship, I should be able to do some critical damage to its main power systems long enough for me to eject. Then I'll have to UV back to the Skyfire in person. And hopefully the damage to their ship is too critical for them to continue their pursuit. With any hope. Goodbye, gold girl. You get to go out in a blaze of glory. Sorry it ended this way. Firing main thrusters. Alright, my shuttle has black stealth coating as well, so they shouldn't be able to see me until...
Unknown enemy vessel! Reduce speeds and correct your approach immediately!
That got their attention.
Good lord! Disengage pursuit of Skyfire! Reduce speed! Hard to port now!
Pull and eject.
Race for impact!
Ow. I'm alive. The armor on my spacesuit held up. That's good. That's what happens when you do custom suits instead of just going the standard. Alright. Let's just try to get back to my ship. Where is it? Alright. Oh, there it is. Alright. Ooh, that was intense. I don't think I have enough jetpack fuel, so I'm gonna have to go on inertia. It's just parked there. Hope the wormhole doesn't close. I just hope they're... they've got to be hurting after that.
Engineering to bridge! Catastrophic power failure! All decks! Low power to ions and we lose power to most of our weapons. It'll take some time for us to get everything online, sir. Damn it. Break off pursuit of Skyfire. Mission failure. Captain, if you can hear this, we will not forget. We will avenge this travesty. Mark my words!
Well, I'm glad those sore losers are over and done with. Anyway, I need to get it back to the bridge now. I'm losing time. I didn't see the Intrepid when I got back, so that most likely they got through the wormhole. That's good. Anyway, better not waste time. Main thrusters firing, autopilot engaged. Inertial dampeners deactivated. Alright, ion set for navigational vector only. And I'm good. Alright. My turn again, the cryopod. The Skyfire will automatically take me the rest of the way. Well, here goes nothing. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Brave new world, here I come. Hope we don't screw this one up like we did Earth. Sleep tight. Well, what could go wrong? That was pleasant. What's good? Are we here already? There we go. We made it, and there's no oxygen in the cabin. Why isn't there any oxygen in the cabin? I'm detecting a little bit of oxygen, but what the hell happened to my suit? What the hell happened to my suit? Why is it aged and stuff? How long have... Oh, it feels so good. I think I'm... If I know my symptoms, and I think I'm feeling them right, I think I'm experiencing prolonged exposure of being in stasis for too long. How long have I been asleep? That's better. Oh, that's better. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's switch on my HUD so I can get a status of things. Visor HUD malfunction, visor projector firmware corrupt. You're kidding! Something's definitely gone wrong because I've been asleep for so long. Because if I was actually in New Eden, someone would have found me by now. And my suit's condition of how old it looks, it tells me how long I've been asleep. Because my cryopods are Z623. They take your suit off before putting you in cryo, which means my suit was outside the cryopod and susceptible to the atmosphere in the room. There's not enough oxygen in here for me to breathe, but there was enough oxygen left before the life support systems went offline to age the suit, which means it was susceptible to aging because it wasn't preserved in a vacuum. I better gear up. Or at least the rest of my gear is kind of preserved. Well, that's good to see. But it would make sense why my equipment's malfunctioning. At least my wrist-mounted computer appears to be working, though. Let's see, I got my custom welder, my grinder, my drill, and my weapons. That's good. Alright. Alright, as soon as I geared up, I'm gonna check the ship's computer, see what's going on. My rifle and my sidearm. My sidearm's not Space Engineer standard, but nobody's arguing when I had it. I may not have been able to bring my bird, but at least all my gear made it. That's good. Alright, I've switched on the lights, so now I have a bit more light to work with in my suit lamp. I've got a limited supply of oxygen right now. I only have what little oxygen is left in the tanks, as well as the ice in the oxygen generator and the oxygen bottles I have on hand. And I don't think I'm at New Eden. I mean, look at my suit. I must have been asleep for a long time, because if I was there, then they would have found me by now. Alright, well, this ship's exterior drone is intact, so I'm gonna look around. No. No. Oh my god. Oh, that explains everything. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Now I know why the ship was saying critically damaged. Because I thought it was another malfunction like my visor. Alright, well, if I'm gonna go outside, visor down, I need to preserve whatever little oxygen I've left. I need to see this for myself. Please don't tell me, please don't tell me. Please tell me the drone was just messing with me. Oh god, no. Oh, you're kidding. No. Oh. Ah! Oh. This is not happening right now. The colonists. They're probably gone too. No, the computer said that the ship was ripped in half. It didn't say the other half was destroyed. That was from the lost telemetry, so they're most likely alive. And the other section's equipped with an emergency reactor, so hopefully that reactor is keeping them alive. Wherever they are. I hope. But I better not dwell on the fact whether or not they're dead. If they are alive, drifting around somewhere, good. Hopefully I can find them. But right now, I need to be aware of my own situational awareness. I can't help anyone if I can't help myself. Just focus, Liam. Alright, I've got all my supplies appear to be intact. That's good. Alright, just assess. Right now I need to assess my situation, where I am, what has happened, and what's gone wrong. I need to look around the ship and see what resources I have on hand. Let's put my space engineer skills to the test. Once I've assessed my situation, I'll formulate a plan. Figuring out where I am one step at a time. Alright, let's check reactors. They appear to be intact. Arch Reactor 2 still has its uranium supply. Awesome. And its output is running below both their outputs. Alright, I've switched this one off to lower emissions and prevent this ship from burning whatever uranium fuel's left. Oh, the spare components. Yes, it still has components. This is really... The spare components there is really going to come in handy in the future. I'm going to need those. As well as anything else I can salvage from this ship. Is any spare components on this section? I don't think there is. No, there isn't. Yeah, it's just an empty space void out here. Just the airlock. But I've got a crap ton of uranium supply to last me. Great. My ice supply is low, so maybe I should start scouring across this asteroid, see if there's any ice lying around, if I'm gonna keep breathing. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. Bloody hell, what the hell went wrong? Oh, good, the assembler's intact. Great. What? A distress beacon! It's coming from this cluster of asteroids! My wrist-mounted computer can't identify who or what that person is, if they're friend or foe. But if it is somebody in distress, then I can't help oxygen-wise, but I'm hoping they've got oxygen. But if it's just a derelict vessel I can salvage, then that'd be golden. Maybe even something to repair my suit's visor, or some new upgraded technology of this time. Well, that's my hope. But either way, if it's somebody in distress, then I need to get over there ASAP. I mean, I know I gotta look out for my own situational awareness, but I'll risk it. I'll make sure that the Skyfire is locked down first before I go down. If it is some extra resources, then I might need them, or even some oxygen. I'll risk it. Alright, what I'm going to try and do is that I'm going to reserve my hydrogen fuel by running and jumping from the engine pylon, and then I'm going to jetpack to fire me the rest of the way and deactivate inertial dampeners so I can ride the rest of the way on inertia. This will help me save hydrogen fuel while I'm out there. Okay, here we go. Alright. Oh, that worked. This is kind of fun. No. Asteroid, stay on target. Okay. Seems all clear. Well, got a ways to go. Just gotta remember to reactivate inertial dampeners when I arrive. Otherwise, I'll slam to that asteroid like paste. Here they are. Wait a minute. Hang on. Stealth black coating. The same type of coating that the Alliance had. But I don't recognize this class of ship. If the Alliance still does exist in this time, they've clearly advanced without us. God damn it. I wasn't expecting to find these bastards all the way out here. Our ballistic section looks like it's exploded. I'm not expecting to find any alive bodies out here. Explosive decompression's a bitch. Whoever was in here probably been blown out in space. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yes! It's a new type of gun. And the label says Space Engineer Standard. Oh, we got some extra ice. Empty bottles. At least I can combine this ice load with the one I've got back at Skyfire. But it's good to see weapon technology's advanced over the years, so I can defend myself a little better. That's good. Alright, now let's see what's in the cockpit. Alright, that's... What? Another distress beacon! It's coming from the planet! And it's on a USAC emergency channel! Someone's alive! It could be from the fleet, I don't know. But if it is from the 9th Exodus Fleet or another branch of the USAC in distress, then I need to check it out. But I have no means of reaching the planet. But maybe I could salvage something from this shuttle. Anyway, let's see if I can get it working. Hey, this is not so bad. Ooh. The screens in this are a lot more flashy compared to the old ones. Nice. Hey, what's this? It's trying to connect to my Riscom computer. Oh, that's good. Because it's standard issue protocol for suit computers to connect with any cockpits built by space engineers. I'm glad to see that protocol has still carried on in this time. Now, I am worried that this is an Alliance craft, so I'm worried there's some kind of security protocol that would see my computer as a threat later on. But, oh no, factory reset. Which means any security authorizations would have been deleted in the factory reset. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about any Alliance authorization codes after all. I've got full access to its database. Alright. Good, I've got access... Oh, this is awesome! It's identified that I'm using an older software from my spacesuit. Well, older software compared to its technology, and it's offered me an updated version. Well, that's pretty handy. It must be a new protocol that space engineers in this time must have implicated in their ship builds. In the event if their suit computers become corrupted or out of date, their cockpits can opt for an updated software for their suits, or repair the software as well. It's also ID'd that my suit's visor firmware is outdated and corrupted as well. And given that I will need to acquaint myself with this time's technology as well, I might as well update myself anyway. Hopefully there's no Alliance bugs, so yes. Even though my RISCOM computer is using technology that's out of date compared to this tech, I have modded my RISCOM as a miniaturized supercomputer anyway, so it should still be able to process the advanced software of this technology. Oh, it's done already. Okay, let's see how it looks. I wonder if the HUD's updated. Ah, it is! Looks beautiful too! Got my hydrogen readouts, my power's got everything. Looks way more efficient. Definitely puts my old HUD to shame. Anyway, I'll romanticize over the new HUD later. Right now, I'm gonna see if I can get this old shuttle patched up so I can kind of fly it to the Skyfire so I can salvage it. Alright, what I'm gonna do is grind out any other derelict components of this shuttle and store them up and patch this ship as best as I can so I can get it kind of flight worthy. Just fix most of its power systems so it could just use its ion thrusters so I can fly it to the Skyfire. That way I can salvage what's left. Alright, everything appears to look good. There it goes. Unknown object. That's the coordinates of the distress call I followed from my RISCOM. And there is the Skyfire. Alright, because this shuttle's such a wreck, I'm gonna go with momentum only and hopefully this thing has enough braking thrust. What's also got me curious about this shuttle is the factory reset. I mean, I just found it with its system reset. Curious. Which tells me that the Alliance didn't create this ship, they purchased it. Which means, when they purchased it, it didn't have any Alliance protocols implemented into its program in the first place. Hence why I'm getting its base systems. Curious. But that does explain a lot. But what would force the pilot to initiate a factory reset? You only do that if something catastrophic was happening to your ship's systems. But that also explains it. If something catastrophic was happening to this ship, it would explain the factory reset. And the exploded compartment in the back. Something happened to these Alliance boys, and I intend to find out.
Inventory full.
Oh, look at that. They've definitely updated. Definitely a major upgrade and improvement. Now, when I took away that engine pylon, I think I just took away the wrong pylon, because I thought it was going to hit the engine of the Skyfire, but it's the other one. My bad. Let's manage to do it anyway. Alright, it took me a while, but I finally formulated a plan. My best chance of survival, and for also both reaching that other distress call, is for me to go down to the planet's surface. Right now, ice is a problem, and if there's any potential Alliance forces in this vicinity, and, well, I'm not ready for a confrontation. So my best bet is to build an escape pod out of both components of the Skyfire and the derelict Alliance shuttle. But I don't want to draw too much attention, so I'm gonna have to travel light, which means leaving both the Skyfire and the shuttle behind. It's not an idea I like, but hopefully I can come back to both of them in future when I have better ways of defending myself. But for now, I need to get out of Dodge considering that my ice supply is really low. So let's get started on this escape pod. Oh, honey, look at all these upgraded build modules. Way better technology than the build modules back in my time. Anyway, the basics, landing gear. Alright, better make it fast. Now, I'm also concerned that I also decided to install a new hard drive into my suit based on the new technology in this time. And I've also designated the new hard drive as the new primary drive because of how old the original drive on my suit is. But it'll take some time for the primary protocols to transfer to the new drive. Component schematics will also be reset as well, so it'll activate this progression system protocol that will automatically unlock as soon as I build a certain component. It'll be annoying, this progression system, but I won't activate the primary transfer protocol yet until I land on the surface. That way I'm more structurally stable. For now, I'll just rely on my old drive and have full access to component schematics until I'm ready to go to that next phase. Okay, what I want to do here is salvage one of the reactors here so I can grab components for the reactor components for my escape pod. I've opted to use a reactor instead of a battery for obvious reasons because I want to dismantle it completely. I hate that the connector port for the other reactor's not working. I don't want to do it by hand. Alright, I'm gonna go outside and inspect the connectors outside and find out why it's not transferring. Oh, there's my answer. Sorry, connector for a large cargo container to the outside connector. I need this more than you do. Alright, now let's see if I can transfer the uranium to the other reactors so I can salvage reactor 2. Alright, most of them. That's good. I don't want to use my personal inventory. Maybe if I could just... Ah! The large cargo container. Awesome. The Skyfire should be alright with just one functional reactor. This is gonna take a while. The reason I'm salvaging the second reactor is because it's the closest reactor components available. Some would call that silly, but my ship, my rules. I don't care. I'll need a more efficient way of storing components than just running up and down the ship, so I'm going to place a cargo container here to store components to and fro while I'm dismantling the reactor. It'll save me the headache of going back and forth between the large reactor and the large cargo container.
Inventory full.
Done! And since I need these cockpit components more than the shuttle does because it's wrecked, why not? It's not going to be flying anytime soon. I just managed to get it here to the Skyfire on a limb. Huh. Surprised I've got enough bulletproof glass. Now, given this is an escape pod and not an aerospace vessel, it has limited atmospheric travel capability, just those downward thrusters, so that's why I've equipped it with a parachute. Whatever area it enters into the planet's surface, that's where it's going down to. Here we go. These parachutes should do, so in the event if I need more, I've got those extra parachutes to spare just in case. Now, I didn't think about a perfect conveyor system for these chutes, because I thought I could insert them from the top. Cargo container connects to the parachute system. That'll compensate. Alright, I've decided to make a bit of a design change. I've decided I want a bit more cargo space so I can store components for the survival kit. Because the cargo containers in here aren't big enough. Yeah, that should do. And I also want to take some other larger components as well, so hopefully this should store them. Superconductor components. They contain gold. And gold, an easy access resource I can access now, that'll really come in handy. Back in the day, gold used to be all the rave. A source of wealth and commerce and all that sort of stuff. Now it's just another common building material. How easily it's degraded. Ah well. Well, it was a nice, pretty shiny thing back in the old days. Oh. I'm planning to take some thruster components with me as well. They've got platinum. I know it's a bit of cheat for a startup for a planet build to bring platinum with you, but hey, this is my survival. Who's gonna argue with me? That platinum will come useful in the future when I might need it. And with all this danger lurking around, I think I might need it. I hope I've got more than enough space to fit the survival kit components. I don't really need this cargo container anymore. It served its purpose when I was dismantling the reactor for its components. Yeah, it should be alright. Oh, that was quick. Alright, I've re-established the connection between the large cargo container and the connector outside. So I can draw in the components from the small cargo container outside. Convey all the ship's components that it's stored into one container, the large one. That's efficient. Alright, the escape pod's looking good so far, but I want to make one final modifications before I give it the go. Oh, ow, my head. It's just that I'm worried that I might accidentally encounter Alliance out there, so I need some way of defending myself instead of jumping out of my cockpit and shooting them, and that'd be ridiculous and impractical. So I'm going to take out these Gatling guns and refit them to the escape pod. That way, if I do encounter enemies out there, I'll have a way of defending myself. Hopefully, I'll have enough ammo for the engagement. Not that I'm planning to take my escape pod into combat. Because the whole purpose of having my escape pod is to, well, you know, escape. A combat-capable escape pod. I really like the sound of that. Really sounds unconventional. So, the most practical place to put them would be on the sides here. Yeah, that looks good. Hopefully I don't encounter any troubles, but this is just a contingency and a way of defending myself. The pod doesn't have good armor, it could get tear to shred easily, but what it lacks in armor, I'm hoping the pod can make up for speed and maneuverability, in the event if I do have to engage something out there. And I'm a decent shot. Hopefully I have enough ammo just in case if I do actually encounter any trouble out there. But yeah, I believe that that's this escape pod more or less complete. A combat-capable escape pod, in fact. Alright, what I'm going to do is load up the remaining supplies, make sure that I have final checks before I head off. I want to leave as soon as possible, say my final goodbyes before I quickly head to the planet's surface. Because I can't stay here forever. As much as a part of me might wish it. Alright, this one looks good. Yep, I'll just... This room looks good too. Yep. Yep. I've been running around a lot. I really need to take a breather. How am I running around a lot in space? Alright. Cabin pressurized. Alright, let's make these final checks before I shut everything down. Hopefully, if there are any Alliance on the planet's surface, they won't be able to see the Skyfire by where the asteroid is facing. Mainly due to the fact that this asteroid appears to be in geosynchronous orbit and it isn't rotating around. And the Skyfire sensors couldn't penetrate anything beyond the asteroid. Or what's left of them, really. So hopefully anything on the planet can't see the same. Alright, all the oxygen tanks I wanted to fill has been filled and loaded into the escape pod. All the final checks are complete. Now I need to make sure everything is turned off, including the main reactor, before I say my final goodbyes. Yep, everything looks good. Yep. Hopefully, when I build something more structurally sturdy and can store more resources and is space-worthy, I can come back and salvage what's left of both the Skyfire and the Alliance shuttle. I'm trying to lock this door, but I keep opening and closing it. There we go. Alright, I just want to make sure all the doors are locked so nobody can get in the event if someone does find this place. That won't stop with anyone with a grinder, but I'm hoping it would stop somebody without. There we go. Yeah, just wanna... Alright. I'm doing it. Ow. That's everything. I'm ready. See you around. I'll be back, hopefully. See you around, Skyfire. You're a good ship. I hope they'll remember you. And no, I wasn't quoting Thanos. Shutting down reactors. And other power systems. Alright. And here it is. And it's happening. Alright. Let's see if this works. Bring her online. Heads up display active. Power active. Forward lights on. Engaging thrusters. Engaging gyros. Unlocking. And we have liftoff. Alright. Not the prettiest escape pod I ever built, but it'll do. Hopefully he'll get me down there safely. I just want to have one final look at it before I go. Damn. Goodbye, Skyfire. I'll be back, I promise. I'll make sure I get you a proper send-off, I promise. Instead of just leaving you here. But for now, nothing I can do. And I'll also make sure the colonists that we were trying to bring who died are remembered too. Alright. Here goes nothing. Firing main thrusters. Now, I just gotta find the planet. And align my vector. Where is it? Where are you? Come on. There you are. Just hiding being a cheeky little bugger, aren't you, mate? Hiding behind the asteroid. Alright. Here goes nothing, I guess, mate. Inertial dampeners disabled. Firing thrusters. What could go wrong?